Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. Today on the channel I'll be unboxing Disney Villainous, Despicable Plots. So this works as either a standalone game for 2 to 3 players, or you can add it to any other Disney Villainous game to expand the number of villains that you can play as, or to increase the number of players that you can have in the game. It's a game for 2 to 6 people, or if you just have this box, for 2 to 3 people. Despicable Plots lets you play as Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, and the Horned King. So within the box you get 3 villain boards, 3 villain movers, which you can see here, here and here, 90 villain cards, so there's 30 for each character, 45 fate cards, 15 for each character, 55 tokens, 1 black cauldron tile, 3 reference cards, 3 villain guides, and a set of instructions. So for those of you who don't know, Disney Villainous is an asymmetrical game, which means that each player has their own goals, objectives, and set of cards, so it plays differently for each different villain, although the mechanics for each stay the same, roughly speaking. So let's take a look inside the box. So here you can see the instructions. I'm not going to go through those today because these are the same in every box. It just gives you, got an FAQ at the back, a little bit about the different expansions here, and then it just takes you through the rules. So here are your villain boards, all wrapped in cellophane still. So you've got the black cauldron tile, the 3 villain guides, each one on the back has a little section for the objectives for reference. You've got the little tokens, so this is quite cool. So this is the Horned King. You can see obviously the horns, little cauldron, skull face. Lady Tremaine. It's obviously her dress, that's her back, that's the front. And Gaston. So you can see his quiver on the back there, obviously sort of famous torso. You've got different sets of cards, so these are the Horned Kings. And on the back you can see Horned King, and you've got sort of pictures for each of them. Cinderella, so Lady Tremaine. And then Beauty and the Beast, so you've got Belle. And obviously Gaston. All of them have, the symbols are all sort of iconic for that villain. So you've got the mirror, got Gaston's arrows, flaming torch, you've got the sort of stag head. At the very bottom we've got the tokens. So most of these are sort of in the standard game. Power tokens here, you've got a fate token here. And then you've got these extra ones, which look like extra lock tokens, which will have their own rules as well. So start by looking at these. So you can see the different tokens here. You've got the power tokens. These are essentially how you buy cards and play cards. You've got these tokens, which I believe Lady Tremaine, as they're in her colours. These tokens, which are for Gaston, just look like the beast. I didn't have my hand over them. You've got a lock token, so one of the villains in this realm will have a location that you need to unlock. And then you've got a fate token as well, which you don't use with 2 to 3 players, but obviously allows you to use with more people. So unique to the Horned King, you get the black cauldron tile. This just has an ability that when you activate it, you flip it to the power of the black cauldron, which has its own special ability. You get 3 villain guides, so you get Gaston, Lady Tremaine, and the Horned King. And each of these gives you little tips for how to win, tells you how to play as that character, and all the sort of special abilities of that character. And you also get a reference card. So these tells you all the basic instructions, basic actions, gain power, play a card, activate, fate, move an item or ally, move a hero, vanquish, discard cards, and then has a little section on each character's objective, as well as what to play from their fate pile to stop them from winning. So here you've got Gaston's board. So each of the villain boards has the character, their objective, and a little quote from them. So you can see here you've got the place for the obstacles. You've got kind of a standard array of different places. So gain power, discard cards, vanquish, play a card. Here you've got the 2 player cards with a fate and gain power. So they're all different, all have different strengths and weaknesses. Got Lady Tremaine, so her quote is above all self-control, and her objective is to marry Drizella or Anastasia to the prince. So you can see here you've got a space where there's only 3. Some of the boards have this, some don't. You've also got the little lock symbol here, which means you start the game with the lock tile on this board, part of the board. Finally, you've got the Horned King. So his quote is, "Arise, my messengers of death, our time has arrived." And then his objective is to have Cauldron Born in each location. So again, you've got 4 spots at these locations. So that's kind of the standard. A few of them have more, a few have less, but most have 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Finally, I'm just going to take a quick look through one of the villain decks. We're not going to look through all of them, just because there's so many different cards in there. But you can see here you've got the Fate deck. So you get 15 cards, and these are the cards that you play on your opponents. So this is for Cinderella. You can see Cinderella has sort of her name, a special power, and then you've got a strength. So this is what strength your allies must be to beat her. You've got the Fairy Godmother, the Prince, Jack, Gus, Ball Gown Cinderella, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. So you've got a few of those. Glass Slipper. 2 different glass slippers, in fact. Sweet Nightingale and Bruno. So each of the heroes has a different effect. As you can see, it's all artwork from the films. Some of it updated to look more modern, less outdated, but it's all very beautifully done. And then you've got the villain deck, so Drizella. So here you've got the cost of the card, what card type that is. So she's an ally, she's got a strength, so this is the strength she is. You add up the strength of your allies to beat heroes. And so on. So obviously there's a lot of different cards. You get a few different ones. Some are copies. Get condition cards, which are normally things that happen in another person's turn. You've got a couple of those. So you can see lots of different card types there. That's the sort of thing you have to kind of learn all of the cards from one deck before you can really start to win. If someone knows their deck a lot better than you do, you'll really struggle against them, because knowing what cards you have, what cards to keep, when to play cards, is a key part of Disney Villainous. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my content, please like, comment, subscribe. This all helps me. If you're looking for more Disney Villainous, stay tuned. I'll be unboxing bigger and badder as well in the future. And if you want to help support me, then consider becoming a member of Mythical Meeples. Put a link in the description down below. Or support me on Patreon as well. It all helps me. Money all goes towards keeping the site going, sort of domain name, things like that, host servers bills, and it also helps feed me as well. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.